video that was postponed a few times, but now we're finally doing it. In this YouTube video, I'm going to be taking characters that you guys requested and rating them on how furry they are. Now, this is a highly unscientific method. I don't have an actual scale. It's pretty much just going to be pulled right out of my butt, and hopefully you guys find it entertaining. I'll try to make it make sense, but it's probably just gonna be kind of funny because you guys requested some really funny characters. Okay, let's start. Wow, the first one is already off to a great start. We have Lightning McQueen. Well, I guess we'll start by, I'll define the definition of a furry / anthropomorphic character. So a furry is basically a character that has human qualities but isn't human. So Lightning McQueen has human qualities. It's not human, but he's also not really technically an animal. But he does fall under anthropomorphic in a slight way. So I'm going to say that Lightning McQueen is a furry. Next up, we have Mr. Wolf from The Bad Guys. This is literally someone's persona from whatever animation team made this movie. This is 100% a furry. This is just straight up a furry. It's a talking animal in human clothes and they live in a human world. That's a furry, 100% a furry. Next up, we have Master Chief. I feel like if Master Chief ever met a furry in, canon, he would immediately kill it, and then I don't even want to know what he would do afterwards, but he would kill it on sight. Master Chief is definitely a furry hater, and he's definitely not a furry. I'm sorry, guys. After that, we have Pikachu. So this one can kind of be a toss-up, because Pikachu is an animal, and he does have human qualities, but he can't talk, but he still acts like a human. Because if you watch the Pokemon anime, Ash's Pikachu does all this human stuff, it sleeps in a bed with a blanket, and I'm pretty sure it eats human food a lot, and it just acts like Ash all the time. So Pikachu is a furry. Yeah, Pikachu is definitely a furry. I don't know who submitted this one. Peter Griffin. Ooh, actually, this one can be interesting because I'm willing to bet there are some episodes in Family Guy where Peter Griffin has done some really interesting things. So I'm gonna say Peter Griffin would be a furry if he had the opportunity. He probably was a furry in one of the episodes. So yeah, I'd say Peter Griffin's a furry. And some people had the choice to upload their OC for this video. So the first OC that we're going to be featuring is Sarson, and Sarson is an anthropomorphic snake. Sarson is definitely a furry hater, and he's a troll online, but he's a furry. He's a big furry. He also has a hot furry GF named Stupid Idiot, and I won't say much more about Stupid Idiot, or else this video will probably be taken down. But yeah, sorry Sarson, you're a furry. Of course we have Shrek. Okay, it wouldn't be a rate furry video if we didn't have Shrek in it, so here's Shrek. Shrek is technically not a human, and he does have human qualities. Is Shrek an animal though? I wonder if an ogre would be considered an animal, because in Shrek 1, he does not have human rights. Shrek does not have human rights. So Shrek is a furry because he doesn't have human rights. So yeah, Shrek's a furry. Another very closely related character to Shrek, we have Sonic. Sonic is literally an anthropomorphic hedgehog, and he does talk, and he likes chili cheese dogs. So he's a furry, and also I've seen way too much concerning art of this character for him to not be considered a furry. So Sonic is a furry. Of course, someone submitted Kovu. Kovu is probably many people around my age, they're awakening to being a furry. I know a lot of people around my age had a crush on Kovu. When we were younger, I definitely had a crush on Kovu. I mean, look at him. Kovu is a furry. Even though he doesn't stand on two legs or act like an animal, I think he's still considered a furry because, I mean, he talks. So yeah, Kovu is definitely a furry. And we have another OC. This one is super cute. We have Ricky the goat, and oh my goodness, they are adorable. Ricky, I'm sure you're aware, but you're a furry. I have to like mentally prepare myself for this one. We have Oscar from, I think it's called Shark Tale or Shark Tales. Oh, I hate this character's design. It is so bad. This movie was also just so bad. And Oscar is a furry, but Oscar, the character himself, would probably be a furry hater. He just has that energy. I'm pretty sure he goes on Twitter and just looks up furry on Twitter and just starts bullying every result that comes up because it's Oscar, and Oscar was like a horrible, horrible character with absolutely no character development whatsoever. Who submitted Gil from Finding Nemo? Because, like Kovu, a lot of people, for some reason, I don't know why this one doesn't really make sense. A lot of people thought that Gil from Finding Nemo was hot. I mean, I can kind of see it because he's an edgy fish with like a scar, but he's a fish. And other than the fact that he talks in the movie, he would be considered a furry, but there are also humans in this movie. And the humans don't understand what the fish are saying. So this one's kind of a toss-up. I don't think Gil is considered a furry because he doesn't communicate with humans. They don't understand him. It's like the movie is obviously taking place from the fish's perspective. But I think those things it considered, Gil's not a furry. I mean, I might be wrong. This might be a controversial take for Gil, but what do you guys think? I don't think Gil's a furry. This next one is really cursed. We have Mickey Mouse. As much as it pains me to say this, Mickey Mouse would 100% be a furry. Or like, is a furry. Because he wears clothes, he talks, and he does like literally everything that a human does. So yeah, Mickey Mouse is a furry, and I really wonder if Walt Disney was still alive today, if he would be a furry or not. But also, Mickey Mouse is a fursuit, like, kind of technically. Like, if you go to Disney World, you'll see Mickey Mouse walking around in a suit. So Mickey Mouse is 100% like a furry. Double downing on this one, Mickey Mouse is definitely a furry. And next we have Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon. This one is a little interesting. I guess, well, he could be compared to Pikachu in a way, because he doesn't talk like a human to Hiccup, but sometimes he does act like a human, but it's not on the scale of Pikachu. Pikachu acts much more like a human a lot of the time than Toothless does. Toothless is more just like a giant, intelligent cat. So I don't think Toothless is a furry. Even though furries love Toothless and love How to Train Your Dragon, I'm gonna say that Toothless is not a furry. Oh no, this next one definitely gonna be a hot take. Thanos. So, first of all, Thanos, he's not a human. Second of all, he talks, and he's purple, which many furry OCs are purple. So, what does that mean? That means Thanos is a furry. This is a furry right here. Everything you see about this is 100% a furry. So yeah, Thanos is a furry. And next up, we have the polar bear from Norm of the North. I'm pretty sure his name is Norm. I'm just gonna guess from the movie title. Never seen it. It's probably really bad. But we're gonna do a little plug right here. My Discord has movie nights. So, this coming Friday, as the video is uploaded, we are watching The Bad Guys. But you should join because sometime soon, we're also going to watch Norm of the North, and we watch a lot of other movies. So join the server, come watch movies with us, come hang out. It's a really fun place. Getting back to it though, Norm of the North. Norm, I'm pretty sure is a talking polar bear. I don't know what the movie plot is about, but I'm pretty sure they live in some kind of like human-esque town. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that Norm is a furry. I mean, he does talk, he does sit on 2 legs, so Norm is definitely a furry. Bad movie though, I'm pretty sure, but we're gonna watch it one day anyway. And we're almost at the end here. We only have 2 more characters after this next one. We have Springtrap from Five Nights at Freddy's. This is like a Chuck E. Cheese moment, but also they're alive. Springtrap is an animal, got 1 check off, and Springtrap walks on 2 legs, got another check off, and I'm pretty sure they act like humans. I've never played Five Nights at Freddy's, so I can't be positive. And I think Springtrap can talk, so Springtrap's a furry. Not surprising though, the Five Nights at Freddy's games and stuff like that are really popular in the furry fandom, so, you know, it was bound to happen. Now we're on our last 2. Our second to last character that was submitted is Mr. Snake from The Bad Guys. And like Mr. Wolf, this is a little animal, but unlike Mr. Wolf, I mean, obviously he doesn't have legs or anything, he just slithers around. So I would notch off a few points because technically he doesn't walk on 2 legs, but also he lives in the world where he does wear clothes, he wears a t-shirt, I don't know how he puts it on, and he wears a hat. And also he lives in a very human world where they act just like humans. So Mr. Snake is a furry, just not as much of a furry as Mr. Wolf. And our last contestant, drum roll please, we have the brave little toaster. This one is definitely debatable. It's been like 15 years since I've seen anything related to the brave little toaster, but from what I do remember as a kid, 1, it's horrifying. It's absolutely scary to watch. I don't know who pitched this idea and why I thought it was a good idea, but I was like terrified of this as a child. But the toaster talks and it has eyes and it does live in a human world because it's a human appliance. I don't remember if people are in the show and interact with them. I think it's just the appliances, which is kind of strange. But all of these things in consideration, it talks and it lives in a human world and it's not a human, so the brave little toaster is a furry. Yep, the brave little toaster is definitely a furry. This was a horrifying video. We have made some discoveries today that no human should ever make, but the important thing to take from this video is that Thanos is a furry. So you should go around and tell all your friends and post online that Thanos is a furry, and we'll see what happens. This is not debatable either. Like, there's no ifs, and, or buts. Thanos is 100% a furry. But that wraps up this video. I'm really sorry it was delayed a few weeks. I got really busy, but luckily, it looks like I'm going to have more time, and I'm really going to try to stay consistent with my upload schedule. I hope you guys like this video, and as a reminder, make sure you're subscribed to my channel, and please like the video. All your support means the world to me. It keeps me making more videos. As well, you can check out my social media pages. I have Instagram, I have Twitter, I have TikTok, and you can join my Discord server. The link is right in the description. Feel free to join my server. It's a great place to hang out and make some friends. And if you want to join my Patreon, I also have a Patreon with some really cool reward tiers. Thank you so much for watching this video. Not totally sure what next week's video is going to be about yet, but I will be uploading it next Wednesday, so be sure to check back. And as always, have a great day. Thank you everyone, and goodbye.